Ever feel exhausted after hanging out with people, even those you love? It's not just introversion or social anxiety. In this video, we dive into Carl Jung's teachings on energy, authenticity, and the unconscious to uncover the deeper reasons. Why socializing drains you and what it means for your self-growth journey. Why do you feel so drained? Have you ever left a social event feeling completely wiped out? Even if nothing particularly bad happened, you smiled, you listened, you nodded at the right times, and yet, when you finally closed the door behind you, a deep, almost invisible exhaustion hit. It's not just that you're introverted, it's not just social anxiety. There's something deeper going on beneath the surface. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are," and sometimes, social exhaustion is a sign that you weren't being who you truly are. So today, let's talk about why you feel tired after socializing and why the real reason might not be what you think. Take a deep breath. This might just help you understand a part of yourself you've been ignoring. Part 1. It's not just introversion, it's inauthenticity. Let's start by clearing something up. Yes, introverts can feel drained by too much external stimulation. But that's only a small piece of the puzzle. Many people, introverts and extroverts, feel depleted after social interactions. Why? Because they aren't being fully themselves. They're wearing masks, performing, hiding certain parts of themselves to be accepted, liked, or seen as good. And here's where Jung's teachings become so relevant. Jung believed we all wear personas, social masks we develop to fit in. But the more we live from the persona, the more disconnected we feel from the self, our true essence. Ask yourself, who were you being the last time you socialized? Were you being you, or just the version of you you thought others wanted? Part 2. The energy cost of hiding your shadow. Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the parts of us we repress or reject. Our anger, our sadness, our true opinions, our awkwardness, our deep insecurities. When you're around others and constantly trying to suppress these aspects, you're spending an enormous amount of psychic energy. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes constant effort. No wonder you're tired afterward. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So if you're exhausted after being around others, maybe it's not the people. Maybe it's the inner conflict. What part of you are you pushing down in order to be accepted? Part 3. Emotional overstimulation versus emotional misalignment. Let's talk about something subtle. There's a difference between being emotionally overstimulated and being emotionally misaligned. When you're with people who don't truly see you, or who expect a filtered version of you, you start to feel emotionally misaligned. You laugh when you don't find things funny. You nod when you don't agree. You stay silent when your heart wants to speak. And every time you do, you chip away a little piece of your own authenticity. This isn't just tiring. It's draining your soul. Have you noticed how energizing it feels to be around someone who lets you be completely yourself? No masks, no pressure, just presence. What would it look like for you to create more of that in your life? Part 4. Social settings and the fragmented self. Jung's concept of individuation is the process of becoming whole, integrating all parts of who we are. But most of us enter social settings already fragmented. We bring only the parts that are acceptable. We suppress our needs, our boundaries, our truth. We trade authenticity for belonging because somewhere along the way, we were taught that love must be earned by who we pretend to be. So ask yourself, when was the last time you left a social interaction feeling more whole than when you arrived? Not more liked, not more approved of, but more yourself. Part 5. Reclaiming your energy by reclaiming yourself. Is the good news. You can reclaim your energy, not by avoiding people but by showing up as your whole self. That means being honest even when it's uncomfortable. It means letting people see your awkwardness, your depth, your opinions. It means not abandoning yourself to be liked. This is what Jung called individuation, becoming the most real and complete version of yourself. And when you start doing this, you'll notice something amazing. You don't leave every social interaction feeling empty. because you didn't leave yourself behind. What would it look like to just be you? So, the next time you leave a conversation feeling drained, don't just ask, am I an introvert? Ask, was I being myself or performing? What part of you have you been ignoring just to belong? And what would it look like to show up without the mask? Carl Jung taught us that healing begins when we bring the unconscious into the light. That includes the part of you that's tired of pretending, that wants to be seen fully and honestly. So here's your challenge this week. Journal this question. Where in my life am I most afraid of being my true self? And why? Try this. In your next conversation, let one piece of your truth come through. Just one, even if it's small, and watch how your energy responds. If this video spoke to you, let me know in the comments. When do you feel most like yourself? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because maybe they're tired too, and maybe they don't even know why. See you in the next video. And until then, keep choosing you.